America, everybody. It is Tuesday, April the 6th, and we have the lovely Kaylani Todd. We have Prophet Dion Lack. And then you got your girl, Ebony, like that, Tolliver. And good morning, America. What's going on? How was y'all weekend? How y'all feeling? What's up?
Happy Easter. Great Easter. I was going to get some fish from Kaylani, but she said, no, not today. She was bragging heavy on the ground. I was like, I got some fish, y'all. I said, hey, can I come through get some fish? And she said, no, it's out.
See, you let them tell it.
I seen her on live going nuts.
I was like, hey guys, thinking about cooking some fish today. It was very impromptu. Come over, stop by, how we get down, maybe have some White Claws, you know what I'm saying? Get some beer pong.
But what fish are you frying? Because you can't. There's a certain preference when it comes to fish. You can bake salmon. You can bake tilapia, but you only can fry catfish.
A lot of people ain't really with tilapia like that no more.
Nah,
and snapper.
It's a no for me.
I haven't had red snapper in a minute. That sounds good actually. But I fried catfish and cod.
All right.
Really
yes.
I thought, hold on. That's a medium right there. Cod is baked most of the time. I
fried it. It was
good. That's one of those things that you can do both. It's an ambidextrial cooking mechanism.
Ambidextrial, huh? Okay. I think cod is what's in the fish fillet.
Ambiguous.
In McDonald's. No?
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Oh, we're not talking
fish McDonald's?
Well, see, this is what I'm talking about. So we were talking about fast food earlier, and I'm happy that a lot of people don't eat fast food anymore. I have heard about this sandwich at McDonald's, but I don't think I could.
But you know why fast food is a profit? I think it's because it's a convenience, because people have children. You don't have to wash dishes. You can order it immediately, throw away the trash, and you go right to sleep. You got to think about the time. Yeah, sure. People are not thinking about.
First of all, they're trying to kill Black people in the hood. Okay, with fast food, it's not real food. And like if you go to areas like Santa Monica or where the
they ain't nowhere to be found.
Right, are different. They don't have fast food there.
Nope.
And just like we talked about with Subway, it's not real meat. They were like, oh, it's like the chicken tested to be like only 50% chicken or something. The bread in a lot of countries, they can't even call bread. Like it's just terrible stuff to put in your body, honestly. And
it didn't originally start off like that, but then it wasn't a profit. So imagine actually making real hamburgers, and it was like, okay, the demand is happening a lot faster. And somebody was like, check this out. How about we put 60% of ground beef in it, and then put the rest 40% Play-Doh. And then, I don't know what the
hey, you know what's real fast?
And then throughout the year, it just became less and less because they're making, getting a bigger bang for their buck.
Right, of course, efficiency is a big part of it. But you know what else is really fast to make, guys? Salad.
What's it? Actually, again?
I said, you know what else is really fast to make?
Oh yeah, salad.
But there's no fast food,
but it dies quickly.
Yeah,
so it'll have a lot of shelf life. Yeah. So imagine having a salad fast food joint, and you like, I don't know how much salad I need to hold. And now you got like brown lettuce, and they look like, yo, man, why is my lettuce?
Chipotle, or simply salad. I'm just saying, there's not like a place where like you can go in and drive through. Like I think it's harder to keep meat fresh than it is to keep vegetables fresh.
You can keep meat
if you're going through them.
You can go through meat through months. You can't freeze lettuce.
I want my shit fresh today.
Fresh. Who's fresh, not frozen? Wendy's? That's their thing?
In-N-Out, yeah.
Oh, In-N-Out too?
In-N-Out and Wendy's.
I don't know about the meat, so I don't know.
Let me ask you this. If somebody tells you, okay, like, if somebody say, I want you to open up a salad fast food joint, you think you can run it, and they give you $100 million capital?
Hell yeah.
You think you can kill it?
Yes, I would absolutely kill it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You understand that? You understand that, like everything that all your ingredients, you
But
had
do
to
you know
have
how
like
many people are looking for that, especially now? Because like back in the 90s and the 80s, people were like, just go get their kids a Happy Meal and go home. But I think
most
yeah,
importantly,
but like
a lot of the ingredients are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So to get because like one tomato
Salads are $12.
one salad. Right. So I'm saying now it's not now you got
think
to
about the quality of the
versus
stuff that you're
$1.
putting in your body. Like,
We understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
You trying to feed your family, we ain't going to get these $12 salads.
You
Right. You
Next,
gonna
we got
get
3
some
Happy
pasta.
Meals.
Man, you can put some little
$75
pasta on the side and shit.
Because I love a tender greens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Amazing, but it's
$12.
$15.
So what's your favorite fast food? Like if you're gonna go eat fast food, what would it be?
Oh, let me go first.
Yes, please.
Taco Bell.
Jesus, Father God. Are you serious?
You know,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I don't like the bandwagon. And my second, this is gonna really slap both of y'all in the face. Domestic violence. Arby's.
bro,
You're the guy. You're the guy that keeps
he's
going
the
to
one
Arby's.
keeping them in
I
business.
keep trying to figure that out. Who is it that keeps Arby's open?
Arby's, don't they? What they sell? Roast beef sandwich?
It's not even about the roast beefs, man.
What's good?
You got to go to the subsidiaries. Their chicken's club, their fries, their like. It's not even about the roast beefs, man. Damn that. Like
Okay,
Burger King.
we're gonna have a fast food review. Like we're just gonna go get a whole bunch of fast food, cut it up.
You got a whole bunch of we gonna do's and you never do it.
Let's just make the list. Let's make the list.
Yeah,
right.
We
All
got
the
a lot
things that
of-
we gonna do.
Let's. I mean, but it's the same thing. The tacos. Just have different tacos and have
every
Dion.
time food's involved. Kaylani's always like, we got to do this. Like,
Yes, I mean, because I just. But it's pretty much the same concept. We're just adding other food.
That's true. It's not really the different thing. It's just additional.
I was really talking to this mic like this was helping me out.
It's good.
Okay.
It look good. It's a good look.
It look good. It look good.
It's a good look. What's yours, Kaylani? Favorite fast food? You gotta pick one.
Or 13 like I do.
In and out.
I will put.
Must be a California thing.
No. I will put the burger against any burger, a fry against any, because In and Out as a whole is not great.
Thank you. I'm like, what? In and Out is
Like,
no bueno.
I would say Wendy's burgers are better than In and Out's. Then I would say Chick-fil-A's fries better than In and Out fries.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, it would have to be Chick-fil-A. It would have to be Chick-fil-A because Jesus marinates that chicken.
But see, that's, yeah. Chick-fil-A, me and Chick-fil-A don't get along, but you know, I would pick Chick-fil-A over any fast food ever, but they ain't getting my coin, so you know.
You know,
they don't like gay people, so I can't get in my money.
Oh, do that.
Kaylani, you want to buy some Chick-fil-A for me with your straight money? Go ahead.
But you know what's so funny? The manager at every Chick-fil-A.
Give me some chicken.
The manager at every Chick-fil-A I have ever been to has been gay.
Oh, they be out there.
Flamboyantly gay.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know how that works. Like maybe
it's not happening.
they just want to infiltrate. They're like, you hate us, so we're just gonna work here. We're gonna change the culture.
That'll make no sense.
They are off on Sunday. They're off on Sunday.
Ebony, if you go in the South, you don't know when they say your kind, you don't know what kind you're talking about. Like, we don't like your kind. Like, we talking about black?
Which one?
Okay.
I'm black. I'm a
woman. Know who my allies are.
I don't know.
Like, is it because I'm a woman? Oh, it's like you like I got three things.
I don't like your kind.
Because if you go on the basketball court, with some rednecks, they're like, you know what? We don't like your kind. Like, we talking about the fact that I'm dope as hell as basketball. Am I black or am I gay? They like,
you never know.
Like, you know what? I'm just gonna go.
That's when I'm gonna head on out. I'm gonna head on out. You know.
Yeah, I wasn't really feeling. I think I want to play
Wasn't feeling
baseball today.
Wasn't
Go play baseball.
Yo,
Yeah,
for real, like but if I were to answer your fast food question, it would be Chick-fil-A because the food is delicious, but I can't. So next runner up is probably gonna have to be
that's funny. It's funny. It's funny that you on the low love this place because their beliefs. That's real. That's real. Like NBA owners sort of thing. Like you can talk to them, but don't take pictures with them niggas. So you pretty much like I enjoy that they're making me money. They making me feel good, but don't be associated with them. I can't be associated with them.
Can't be, man. So
That's
yeah,
funny.
second runner up got to be Popeyes, bro. I love me some red beans and rice.
There it is.
Oh Lord.
You don't like red beans and rice?
No, I just don't like Popeyes.
Oh, okay. I get it. Okay, that's fine. That's
great.
That's good. That's good.
But speaking of NBA owners and basketball and stuff like this, we got to talk about the Final Four.
Let's do it.
There it is.
March Madness. I just want to say that I am so proud of my UCLA Bruins. They fought so hard, bro. They
weren't supposed to be there, man.
11th seed. They could have easily won that game. That Damian Lillard 3-point buzzer beater shot. Oh my God. I would have lost my voice. I wouldn't have been able to talk right now if they won that game.
Yeah.
I would have been so good.
They did. They exceeded expectations. They were out here. They beat Michigan. And I was like, Jordan Howard, you gonna let these UCLA boys beat you? Right. Come on, Michigan. So yeah, I'm proud of your school, man. For real.
Remember when Warren Buffett said, "I'm willing to give whoever $1 million if they guess the March Madness roster to the T." Remember that? I was like, that would be highly.
But some people do that. Some people
it's almost impossible because it's always
like winning the lotto. But I mean, sports betting, when you sports bet and you get into those prop bets and stuff like that, it's like guessing random stuff like that. But that just kind of reminds me of a prop parlay bet. If you're gonna do the whole bracket, if you're gonna guess the whole bracket, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. It was like one of those things of like, remember when what's his name, Joshua or something, the boxer, and he got the dude from overseas, the British dude, black dude, something Joshua, and he got knocked out by the fat Mexican dude.
Oh, yeah.
These descriptions that he's giving us.
That was crazy. Dante Wilder.
Right. No. Joshua. It was the light skin.
It's the same thing.
Dude. That's funny. Yeah. I know Joshua's, I don't know if it's his first or last name, but he got hit in his ear and his whole like equilibrium went off. And from that point on, he was just kind of like dangling.
Right.
And then he got knocked out. And it was like nobody could ever predict that. Because when you get hit like any certain spot of your, you got pressure points.
Right.
And it's a wrap. And it's like nobody's like, what's going to happen is he's going to lose this because pure bar, like pound for pound, brute strength, there was no way he should have won.
Yeah. Well, did you guys watch the girls' game?
Absolutely.
Oh, you ready?
Let me tell you. I'm so ready, only because it was the South Carolina, the end of the South Carolina Stanford, where South Carolina gets the steal. I'm a huge Dawn Staley, she's out of basketball. Got the steal. Homegirl missed the initial layup, but then the putback was like, she was right there. It was like, and then to me, it's the emotion of it, because then the cameras is watching them cry and be all, but like, it's like she was right. The putback was right there, and this was like no. So I wanted to. I felt
So
for
what
the
happened?
ladies,
What happened?
man.
What happened? Her hand was touching as the buzzer. What
No,
happened?
it was a perfect shot. It was released on time. It was right there. It hit the back of the basket. Like it was just so close. But the fight to get them to that point and everything, and like there, it was just like.
I mean, that's exactly how I felt with UCLA, because before it went to overtime, we could have won the game.
Right.
And it was like, you know, something simple like that. Like,
yeah.
Like somebody fucking fouled somebody when they didn't have to, or just something stupid. But, you know, not one play determines the whole game. So.
Absolutely. And just like the championship game with Stanford and
that was crazy.
Arizona.
Yeah.
It was like, for me, it's McDonald from Arizona, little lefty, like she's a whole beast, right? In the last play of the game, it was like 4 people on her. They're like, she's not about to do this. And then when she heaved it, she still almost made it.
Almost a win championship, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. All these games were so close.
So close.
Almost doesn't count ever.
Except for University of Houston got blown out. And then Gonzaga got blown out by Baylor. Because, I mean, if you think about it, Baylor was they're just bigger. And it makes me question if UCLA, like, even if they did get to the championship, how they would have even, you know, matched up against Baylor. Because, like, Avayi, he was nice. But who's our kid, number 11? That kid was humongous. He might as well have been a tight end, bro. Like, huge. Yeah.
But one thing I could say about like the women's for you know all the games, they're just so close. You know what I'm saying? The difference in the game is like 1 point or like.
Good for it.
What is that?
If you got heart problems, it's not a good.
Oh no, man! It's too much stress on the heart. Bro. Yeah, but like me watching those games, it was just so close, and every team gave it they all to the last second. Like,
yeah.
You know,
do you remember when the WNBA came in?
Oh, I get, I think so. I was mad young, but I remember going to the games as a kid.
So what happened? What was before that? Do you know?
Like nothing. It was just college to they played women played on the Olympics, played overseas, but before WNBA, they was just overseas trying to keep their hoop dreams alive.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
My bad, my phone. Somebody called in. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
So what happens? So they just play college?
Thinking so. I'm assuming before the WNBA that women who played basketball in college, their post basketball careers, I'm assuming had to be overseas, playing the Olympics, possibly just coaching. But after I don't know, there was no WNBA, so I'm just assuming.
Yeah, I was like, I forgot what happened. Like I just remembered it was like we have teams now, and I was like,
but where did y'all
doing before?
Where was y'all going before? Right? I don't know. I got to look that up. Man. The origin story and where they were playing before. Absolutely.
And the funny part is, what if you was like, this is the year I'm going to retire. WNBA, like, whoa, wait. I was just.
I'm back.
Y'all gonna retire?
I'm back.
Because Cheryl Miller never played in WNBA because she was too old, right?
She was too old.
Yeah.
But I think she retired. The Leslies of the world and the Cynthia Cooper's in the world. They were in like Houston, Cynthia Cooper, bro. WNBA, they was killing it. But yeah, man. Miller was too old.
I seen Lisa Leslie in person, and she has an amazing body.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
She had this tight tube. What is it called? Tube outfit. What do you call it?
Two-piece.
It starts right here.
Oh, tube top.
Tube top dress. It was a whole tube dress.
Yeah. And when I say I seen her abs, her ribs, the V in her I was like, yo,
they're hyper athletic,
tall and built.
It's the yes.
And
BMI of nothing.
Yeah. Huh? Oh, I thought you talking about like baby mama of nothing. I was like, she don't have no kids?
Not her BMI.
Okay. I was like, what BMI? But yeah, when I seen her, because I was working for BET, and I was already in the cahoots of like, I'm not a fan. I'm a like employee.
I'm
so she was like
professional and working.
Right. So she came to me. She's like, this guy is gonna be helping me out. Hi, how you doing? My name. I was like, I know who you are. I'm looking at her like this, like I've never looked up to a woman before.
Looking up.
Yeah.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa's the GOAT, man.
Love her to death, man.
But yeah, that's the man. Once you hit that level of athleticism and I feel like her body is never going to not be like that because it's just trained muscle memory and all the hard work. Like, I wonder what she's doing now.
Your body can get fat.
She probably wouldn't really like ever get out of pocket.
Yeah, out of pocket.
Like, she's not gonna be on my 600-pound life.
Mm-mm. Have you seen Sean Kemp, Gary Payton?
Yes.
Have you? What happens? What happens is like because you're eating crazy, but you're like, I'm working it off. Then when you start working it off, and your body's like, nigga, slow down, and you still eating the same way, you're like, man, I have a lifestyle. Your body's like, welcome to your real life. This is what.
Right. And
welcome to your real body structure.
They better go get them salads from Kaylani.
Hey, there you go.
The fast food restaurant.
But there does need to be like fast food, healthy shit. Like I still want my shit fast.
It is not profitable, man. You mean to tell me as many billions of people, they tried it and it was like, man, we are burning through lettuce, spinach, kale. No one's buying it. We are losing way more money than people are buying.
I think it depends on where you put it. Because some places it would do really well. And some other places, like,
right, you gotta know your audience.
Green ass juice.
You gotta know your audience. You gotta say, I need just 50 pounds of spinach. I need 100 pounds of lettuce, and then kind of like not waste your money on.
Okay, or what about this? Like if you put it next to a gym, you know what I mean? Where it's like chicken salads, like because you're on the go, you want to eat right after the gym.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. Good idea. But you also got to factor in the real estate, the employees, like all the stuff that's like, is it profitable? Am I making money from this? So yes, your salads can be $12 and whatnot. But I think if you do lettuce, tomatoes.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be just salad. I mean, I'm just saying like healthy options.
Oh, now you're trying to franchise now. You're trying to be Starbucks. You started off with coffee.
That's the
off with coffee, and now she's like, well, how about we have like donuts, and how about we have
no donuts?
No donuts.
You can have like chicken, Brussels sprouts, brown rice.
Okay,
right, but now you're no longer a salad place. Yeah, that works, but you're no longer a salad place. So you're.
It doesn't necessarily have to be salad. I'm just saying healthier options.
That's a
99-cent ground beef burger. Because I don't trust that.
You can get 4 for $4. I'm like,
yeah. You question it. You start to question it.
Wait.
It's that Play-Doh. It's that Play-Doh.
Is that just the lettuce? You'd be like, no, that's the whole burger, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, sesame seed bun. We got tomato, like all that stuff. Like all this still here
for $4 is a cheeseburger, a chicken burger, nuggets, and a fry.
Yeah.
$4.
That's crazy.
Ain't that what Wendy's doing on Burger King or something?
But see, I really enjoy making my own food too.
Okay.
I don't. because I'm always like, I'm hungry now. It's gonna take about 45 minutes to cook this.
Yes.
And then it's like it feels like cooking the food is foreplay for a 5-minute sex session. You be like, All that, like all these damn dishes, man.
I mean, the flavors are just so much better. It's like
you just ignore
Yeah,
everything
that's
I said. It's like it's the payoff.
but see, I mean, when I'm hungry, I gotta eat. So I ain't about to be, you know what I mean? I'm gonna
So when I cook
dinner during the day.
when I cook breakfast, I cook huge because I make sure my breakfast will end up being lunch and dinner. So all I gotta do is warm it up.
Such a dude.
Listen, let me tell you, breakfast is you can eat breakfast for dinner. Like breakfast is the meal.
If she makes you breakfast and dinner, you should keep her.
If I had time, I would have made myself a catfish omelet this morning.
I mean, it ain't too late.
All right.
It's only 9:40 on the PST.
I know, but I didn't want to be late. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna be on the podcast. Like,
wow, you trying to throw a little shot at your boy right now?
That's shade. That's shade.
No, but that's dinner for breakfast.
You got your little Jewish sideburns all of a sudden. You want to act so arrogant.
Let's see them sideburns. Let's see them Jewish sideburns.
Hey, you know what? Don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble because Kevin Durant just got fined $50,000 for that shit.
For what? Calling somebody Jewish sideburn?
He made some comment about Jewish people. They never really released what the statement was, but it was like he said it to Michael Rappaport in a
podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Rappaport's jump.
Yeah.
So how he gonna get fined $50K and we don't even know what he said?
Because it was a slur.
What that mean, though?
I mean,
I'm not condoning it at all. But I mean,
of course.
If
anti-Semitic.
Yeah, what did he say though? Come on, Kevin.
I gotta look at it.
I don't know, but you know, Michael Rappaport kind of be talking shit, but there's never no.
Absolutely.
He's hilarious.
Man, I like him a lot. I like his ma.
So here's the thing, right? So that's okay. Going on with the people getting in trouble for saying slurs or doing something on the internet or posting or podcast. Can we discuss Paul Pierce getting fired on his day off?
I honestly think so. For those who don't know, go and tell them what happened, Ebony.
Yeah, so Paul Pierce got fired on his day off. ESPN has let him go because of Instagram Live. Paul Pierce was, on his live, it was women, strippers, potentially, he was drinking alcohol. He's, so ESPN was like, that doesn't represent our brand. So Paul Pierce is no longer employed because of something that he had on his IG Live page. And so now he's out of a job. And
so
go ahead, Dion.
So I think he was already fired. I think he already was on his way out for something stupid. And then he did that to kind of like, nah, what y'all gonna do about it?
Yeah.
And then because he's never done something like this before, it's not like, yo, well, how many times we gotta tell you this? It felt like it felt so forced. Mm-hmm. Like it was too over the top. It was like
that's interesting because I was just
doing the most.
Yeah, it was like, who does this? Over 40? Like you got a lot to lose. And then he said, hey y'all, and I'm single. He's not single. And it was like, dude, why are you trying to cause all this controversy in one video? You're still married. You're drinking. You're smoking. Strippers.
He was smoking too.
Yes.
Like weed.
Yes.
So here's the thing. Okay. Yeah. So we couldn't find. So also, I believe what the crazy part was. I love your take on it, Dion. That it was already a wrap. But the thing that makes me kind of believe what you said is the fact that he only had, at the moment of the live, it was only like 300 people watching. 300 people going, like, that's not even enough people to go. 300 people, like, in the grand scheme of the internet and Instagram and Paul Pierce, who probably has, I don't even know how many, but like 300 people though, that's it. I was like, you about to lose your job.
Let that man live, man. Let that man live, yo.
No, I get it.
And he
I'm not talking about the numbers. I'm
he
just like,
probably
yo,
had-
was it worth it? 300 people watching your live and you lose your job?
But
You saying it was bigger than
and the
that
fact
before.
that he did it himself. Like
Mhm.
I don't think he would be quote unquote fired if somebody was recording
him.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think he purposely did this to kind of like become the news, because it's just so forced. Like I don't even think, like, it's not even his brand.
He was doing
Like I know he's wild.
I'm kind of torn on the issue personally, because on one hand, ESPN is still going to play games with people who do this kind of shit. And, it's like the team's job to, to dish out disciplinary action for that. But it's not like they're not going to have them on their shows or, play their games or whatever. But ESPN is also owned by Disney, and, they don't really have a lot of leeway as far as things that they can do or say. I mean, look at Jamel Hill.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Right.
Like, she didn't even really do nothing. They were like, well, your political sentiments don't sit well with us, so you're fired. Like,
so what do you think is happening?
What do I
like? You think he did it? You think he did this video and then got fired, or
I kind of like your take on it as well. Like, he already knew he was kind of out the door, so he was just like, "Fuck y'all, fuck
But
Disney."
why was he
I'm
out the door though? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, I think this is a cover up, because maybe he said something to an executive like, no, man, I ain't doing that shit. Fuck you and fuck that and this, and it was like, oh, really? So, you know what? We will be contacting you. Maybe. But you know what? I'm out.
He pulled a Magic Johnson.
And then he just did once he just went all out like, yeah. And then when they said he got fired, they figured it out, because they was like, they tried to make it seem like, we don't mind you. It was a statement that had said, we wouldn't mind if someone had recorded it, but the fact that he put it out himself and then posted it, it was
dang,
what's it called,
self-deprecation.
Deprecation, yeah. It was like, so he purposely did it. So like, without further ado, they said, we're gonna cut ties with. They said his real name, like Paulthaniel.
So,
Pierce.
and you know what's crazy too? It's like, when are athletes, if ever, gonna not be judged for smoking weed? Because it's so like normal.
When it gets federally,
when
it's federally okay, that's when.
Isn't it federally okay now?
No.
I mean, it's in New York. It's in.
It needs to be in.
There's
50.
like a bunch of different states.
Need to be in all 50. All 50.
Oh, also you got to factor in that ESPN is owned by Disney.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, they have a brand attached to that.
Yeah,
that's
why I was saying, like, about Jamel Hill, like how Disney and they do want to protect their image or whatever. So that's what, I don't know.
Listen, ESPN, Disney, Walt Disney, Mickey Mouse, all of them. 300 people saw the live. Shut your asses up.
not now. Not more now.
300 people saw the live.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's in the world. And when you represent, like, Disney and ESPN is a conglomerate. They're a humongous entity.
I get it. So
just like Nike was last week, and I was trying to tell y'all, and y'all kept teaming up on me.
I didn't say nothing about the
that was Phil.
That was you and Phil. Me and Ebony was in here.
I don't even know whoever the people was making the shoes were.
Mischief.
Yeah,
it was like, it's my brand.
Nah, did you ever find out what happened with that lawsuit?
They gonna sue them.
Nike gonna sue Mischief.
They sue people. Yeah, because it's their brand. People don't know that Mischief exists.
Like me.
Nike did it, and it's like, no, we gotta clean
clear
this
that
up. People are associating us. Yeah, they're associating that with Nike.
Yeah, that's Phil's whole thing was like, but when they had the Jesus shoes, they was all in.
Because it wasn't ruining their company. Like I did the whole analogy of if I had a YouTube live talking about some, hey y'all, McDonald's is by far the best burgers I had in my life. When I eat these, it gives me life, and then their profit goes up because of this video versus like, yo, the fries are poisonous. They're made of styrofoam. And it's like, okay, now you're ruining
our name and
tarnishing our name. And it's like, yeah, go by all means, be our own spokesperson. We ain't actually do that, but it's like
you cross the line, we're gonna come after you.
It's like we're not losing money from this.
Nah. So real quick, so we can. I just want to make sure. So we cannot find Durant's slur, but we can find Paul Pierce's live now. How does that work? I want to go see. I want to go find both of them. I want to see the slur. I want to hear the slur. I want to watch the strippers and the Paul Pierce drinking. And I'm not gonna be able to find Kevin, but I can find Paul Pierce.
I'm pretty sure they never really said what the
slur was, what the recording.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, Ebony skipped past Paul Pierce and said, I want to find the strippers. I want to find Paul Pierce.
you know what I'm looking for.
He wasn't in front of the story. I want to see the strippers. I want to see Paul Pierce.
So something funny happened yesterday. So me and Johnny go to the store and we end up in self-checkout.
Okay.
And I just want to know, were you more
we didn't self-checkout.
in self-checkout? Like, should we be able to trust you in self-check? Do you swipe everything?
Who, me? Are you asking us?
Everybody. I'm looking at Dion's face and I already know we don't.
Go ahead, Dion.
Well, let me show you what I got at self-checkout one time.
He got the proof. He about to show us.
Oh, God.
I got this right here from self-checkout. Rung it up as a Snicker bar.
You got
no, I'm joking.
But people do that kind of stuff, bro.
I'm joking. No, so here's me. This is my honest God truth. I'm always feel like someone's watching. I know there's a bunch of cameras around. So when I do a swipe, if it don't read it on the first one,
see, like, that's what I'm saying. That's what
I'm not gonna be like, y'all don't see that?
If it don't swipe, you're not going, all right, let me try the handheld, boo, boo, boo. Well, let me try. You're not even gonna give it some more.
For the cameras, you will see it. You will see me swiping it. I'm like, but I'm not gonna be like, so you'll see me on camera like, and sir, this is you right here.
That's true. I got
you haven't. Yes, I'm like,
and you know
what? It's like this. Doop, doop.
I feel like when I'm in self-checkout, I'm an employee there and I need a discount.
Right. He's like, I am
like,
working.
I'm working.
Take your ass to the line with the cashier then. Take your butt to the line.
Yeah,
it's almost funny. Go ahead.
I had the worst experience. I don't ever want to go to Walmart ever again in my life. Like, everybody that's employed there is over like 75 years old.
Ooh.
Damn.
And
slow, you ain't waiting in line. Is that what it is?
I really don't want to be ageist. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Racist. But you're being racist.
I'm not.
Ageism is real.
Ageism is real. Like how come every time I go to Target, like all of the employees are like between 18 and 35. Yeah, whenever I go to Walmart, they're like 72. And I'm like, can I help you stock this? Like,
they said, yo, this is it for me. This is it for me. This is the club. I love this. I'm interacting with people. Let me live.
And I mean, even if you don't swipe, you swipe your Snicker bar as your television as a Snicker bar. What is this 75-year-old man going to do about it?
Nothing.
Like, he probably can't even read your receipt. They just have him up there with a highlighter.
Yeah.
Oh, Walmart
Back
does
up.
the Costco receipt thing.
Yeah, some of them, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, time out. This is whole
Uh-oh.
crazy. Do y'all remember a couple years back when this dude went into Costco and took all this Hennessy?
The
Why is
Hennessy Black.
What'd you say?
I was about to say, why does Costco, but I'm thinking of Walmart.
Yeah, Costco. He put a whole cart full of Hennessy. Bro, person that do the receipt, little swipe, then he just walked on out the joint.
It had an old receipt or
There's
something?
probably somebody 75 working it like you talking about. And what you gonna do? What you gonna
Exactly.
do, old man?
But
Chase
we
it
need
down?
to find something for them to do. I just don't think that like Uber
Check out
drivers
Walmart.
and working in the store is where it's at for them.
I mean,
Like, we got to figure it out. We got to come together. But
I like old people.
I love them.
Old people is YOLO. Like their standards is like whatever happens now.
Exactly. But when I'm asking you for help in Walmart, that attitude usually
you
doesn't
can't help me.
Yeah. I was like,
Because you're my granddaughter. You shouldn't be talking to me like this.
I'm like, as I'm helping them stock the toilet paper, like.
So what's funny is you guys ever worked any sort of customer care or retail stores or anything like that?
Have I ever worked there?
Yeah.
No.
So I remember the time I got an attitude and I start becoming very forgiving for other people. Is because I remember I had the same question being asked by like 10 different people, the same question. And then I started associating these people asking me the same question, but it's different people. Right. So I'm like, so now my tone started to change to the 10th person, like, yo, y'all got to read. They looking like this is the first time. Okay, let me ask you the same question 10 times.
I mean, that happens. Yes. I mean, I've been a waitress, I've been a bartender, that happens
right
all day, every day.
So when people say, how do you activate your voicemail? Like hold down number 1. And then that happened 10 times. So now like at 9, I'm like, at 8, I'm like, you see a little boy right there, that's the voicemail number. You hold that down. And now I'm like, you never. Now I'm sarcastic. You never called your voicemail before?
Oh my gosh.
All right, well, it's right here. And so now I'm like, yo, who activated your phones and tell y'all how to activate your voicemail?
I mean, but we all need patience. We all need patience, like when dealing with people. Like, you remember how like last week we were talking about like people in the medical field and stuff like that. So I'm afraid. I said that because I'm afraid of needles. I have 0 tattoos. Don't have any like extra piercings or anything like that. And people get frustrated with me in the emergency room if I have to get a shot or anything like that. They'll be like, girl, we have to help other people.
You have to come on. You got to get this better move.
Yeah, we need you to calm down. And I'm like, well, can I call my mom?
Yeah.
Can I go?
I knock you out.
Yeah, like So I have had, you got
to have that patience, man. That
like,
patience and that grace for people who just might not know how to do the voicemail, Dion.
Y'all wildin'.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. My mom, I don't care how many times you tell her how to check her email.
Oh.
Or, you know what I mean? It's but we're going to be there. I mean, eventually there's going to be stuff like technology in the world just changes so rapidly. Imagine when Dion gets old. He's gonna be like, how do you
I'm old now.
He's old. Hover around car.
Has somebody ever called you unc or aunt? Hey, auntie.
Yeah, my niece and nephew.
Your niece and nephew.
Well, I'm talking about somebody.
No, not a stranger.
Yeah, it's somebody that looks up to you or like, what's up, unc? I'm like, I'm here now, huh?
Nah.
I'm here.
I'm 17 in the face. Don't nobody call me nothing but, hey.
That's funny.
Hey, kid, need some help over there, kid?
Like, you think
you get carded everywhere you go, Ebony?
Nah.
Do you ever think about it?
Nah, but it happens too much for me. I'm like, come on.
Let me live.
I don't look 21 to you. Come on.
I
I'm a 70-year-old at Walmart, can't see anything.
Right.
Can't tell what I look like. But yeah, no, I haven't gotten the auntie or the, but I have, I have gotten sir. I've gotten sir. I'm like, come on. No sir in the face. Come on.
She said that's right.
I mean, if I look kind of squint, you are a cute man.
I'm
I'm trying to think of like somebody who had no facial hair. I'm looking like, could this look like come on, man. Y'all seen people that's like, is that a girl? It's like if she
I get it. Yes.
Yeah, it's like I'm not saying you masculine, but there's a lot of men who has very feminine features.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've gotten sir, like, excuse me. I'm like, oh, okay. No, thanks. No. Oh, but they're super, every time they're like, oh, no, I'm sorry. It's nothing malicious. It just cracks me up. Because I'll be like, damn.
So this is a good discussion. So are you responsible to have, no, I shouldn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, are you responsible by showing somebody that your gender, or should people never assume what your gender is?
So here's I don't know if this is the answer to the question, but this is how I'm going to answer the question. Because even like in my community, we like the pronouns are huge and all that stuff, right? I go by she, her, but I have friends of mine who are they and he, him, and everything. And so for me, and to tell people like in the world that are watching and listening, is you can take the lead from. I would never assume anybody's anything, right? Mm-hmm. Right. So I always kind of follow the lead or read the room, kind of, and I don't just say I'm talking. Say for example, Kaylani identifies as they, but I'm talking to Dion, and I'm like, yo, Dion, so she and I'm like, she's they. You can't, even though I'm talking to Dion about Kaylani, I still have to use the correct terminology that Kaylani wants. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking to someone that's not Kaylani, because they have to respect Kaylani's pronoun. And I'm going to call them what their pronoun is. Here's the thing is that people are like, yeah, but when you walk up to people, it's not like, hey, my name is Ebony and my pronoun is she. Like, people don't give that.
Yeah, you pick that up in conversation.
I can imagine how tough it would be to remember people's pronouns at like a gay party.
But it's like remembering their name. If you meet somebody, that's a part of it's like remembering it. It's like first and last name instead of you being.
That's a part of their identity. Yeah,
I mean, but you gotta remember, like, she's fine with she. He prefers they. Mm-hmm. She prefers they. She prefers she. Mm-hmm. So it's like, and you can't say she. You gotta say they prefer they.
Right, exactly.
You gotta stack it on top of it. So I'm like, yeah. They right okay, when you try to tell a story with a bunch of gay people, you be like, so they said, so then they had told me when.
But you know what I appreciate is your attempt to try to get it right.
Exactly.
Other people be like, she said, and I'm like, that's
what matters.
Yeah,
that's what matters.
So I like that you're actively making sure you're trying to get it right, where other people are like, well, they look like a girl. Like,
mm-hmm. And I think the more that we talk about it and stuff like that, that's how it's going to change over time.
Absolutely.
The more we address it and the more people are confident about, lovingly correcting people. You know what I mean? Oh, by the way, I identify as that.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It don't have to be a crazy thing. Like, even when, like I said, when I get the sir, I don't be like, what the. I just be like, oh, and then they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. So it's that patience and that grace and that. But if somebody come off disrespectful and they acting crazy,
right?
But that's really not happening out here. But
you're in the right place.
It's the kids for me though. They be like, are you a boy? It's the
Oh
kids,
yeah, kids are so honest.
They're so honest. And I was like, no, I'm a girl, but thanks for asking. Now I'm like, and then I'm just like, all right, go ahead, go play with your stuff.
Could you not keep switching, but could you be
keep switching?
Yeah.
Be a he tomorrow and the day on Thursday.
Like, I want to, today I want to be she. Like, can you? Or people be like, no, that's annoying now, man. Like, what are you today?
You gotta let them be whatever. If you, so for example, Dion, say you today you're he and tomorrow you're they. I'm gonna just have to go float with you.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Because you have the right to be whoever you want to be every day. We have.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I didn't know if it was like a rule. Like, all right, man. Like we don't play around with this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know if it was like a community of like, okay, you gotta pick and choose. Like, cause we already having it rough out here. You need to pick and choose. Like, I'm trying to figure it out, okay?
Right.
Let me let me live.
Trying to figure it out.
I didn't know if it was like an activist of like really think about who you're gonna become, before you make a decision in the world and then come out.
So here's another scenario, right? Where if you're, so I don't really know if like Dion or Kalani, if you are in spaces where a lot of pronouns are used, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe not. And so I tell people, if you're in a space and like remember, you're not sure, and that situation, you can kind of navigate and lead the conversation. So say I'm going to a party and say, hey, I'm Ebony. When I introduce myself, I say my pronoun is she. Hey, I'm Ebony, my pronoun is she, her. And then that way, maybe that's how you can start the conversation. Instead of being like, oh, I'm not sure, I'm confused, I don't know. Lead with it. And then that's how you can kind of, even if you're like, you just at Starbucks, like, hey, can you put she, her on my latte? Like, who cares? But like, maybe if people are ever in a space where they're like, I don't know who.
And you don't want to offend anybody.
You don't want to offend, then you lead with it. And then you'll get all their information and their response. So there's no confusion.
I like that.
So
interestingly, in college, I took this class on gender, sex, and biology. So it's like a cluster class or whatever. And so the class was about hermaphroditism. So we studied it from a biological standpoint, a psychological standpoint, and different areas of science or whatever. So, and it's interesting the amount of people that are born hermaphrodites, but they don't know it because their parents
made the
decision for them. And so I think it's interesting, maybe like, because, as your body develops and all these hormones come about, maybe like people aren't transgender and they're like, I feel like I'm in the wrong body because their parents chose the wrong gender because as a baby they were predominantly male or female.
Right.
Yeah. So the question was, we had to write a paper, and if you had a baby that was a hermaphrodite, would you choose the sex of the baby, or would you how would you handle it?
Yes. I would choose sex.
That's easy, dog.
I would choose the sex. I kind of feel like, and I don't know if this is offensive. I don't want it to become a because you can grow up like with both parts, right?
Yeah, some people do.
So,
but one is usually more predominant than the other.
Yeah, wherever one is dominant, I would choose that. Because I wouldn't want it to become more of a problem when they becomes older. Because I don't want it to be like, yo, look at what's happening down here. Because like when people like it becomes like an issue when they come older. I don't know.
But isn't it still an issue if like in their body? I've heard so many people be like, physically I'm a boy, but on the inside I feel like I'm a girl.
I honestly feel that way. I shouldn't have man boobs. I shouldn't have these titties. I think I should have been a woman.
I'm sure you would have been a very pretty woman, Dion.
I should have been a woman. I have a big butt.
Like he got that wagon. Dion got that wagon, bro.
He got them hips.
He be pulling that wagon.
Really feel like
somebody's auntie.
My mom was like, he gonna be a boy. I need me a boy. And I was like, I should have been in these streets. I was for the streets with the tacos.
Oh my God.
Yo. Yeah.
If my mom told me that, that's crazy. If my mom told me that, was like, yeah, you were a hermaphrodite, and we decided to choose you a boy, I was like, I knew it. I knew I had these big ass hips and the man boobs.
When I had to get into my jeans, I knew.
Yeah.
Pulling them up, trying to squeeze.
This is the reason why I like my nipples licked, huh? This is the reason why?
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta, you know, as a parent, that's tough though.
What would you do?
What are the options?
You can
male or female.
I mean, let them go. I mean, it's either male or female.
What other gender is there?
Grow up.
Male, female, or they can just choose and grow up, and then they can choose for themselves.
Wow.
Ebony gonna tap out. She's like, I gotta go, y'all.
Wow. Because I mean, wow.
Hold on. Yeah, go for it. I got a follow-up question.
I'm just trying to think of what. So I guess that say they're 5 or 7 or like, and then they're like, okay, now I want to decide like to let them decide is kind of where I want to go with, but I don't know how that's going to impact, what impact that's going to have.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine that socially, it's going to be very hard to explain. And, you know, you would have to definitely teach that kid self-love and let them know, like, you know, everybody's the same, but everybody's different too. And, you know, you have a big decision to make, like when you get older, but you can't really put, I mean, I don't know. It would be hard. It would be hard.
What if, I got a question for you, Ebony. What if your wife was like, I want children, but I want you to have the baby. Is that cool?
Absolutely.
Wow. That was quick.
Yeah, I would definitely, I'd be pregnant right now.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm all for it. I'm all for it, yeah.
That destroyed my follow-up questions.
Oh, what's the follow-up? Come on, keep them coming.
But you know what, Dion, that happens so often now. Like,
yeah. Well, you know, I kind of figured, like, you know, there is I can't say a role, but if someone had made the decision, they'd be like, I think she would have the baby versus like Ebony, because she feels like she's the more hands-on, like, I don't know, I don't want to say like women who are more the athletic, you know, ones. I don't know how to call it.
I know where you're going.
I know, we're just waiting for you to get there, Dion.
I don't know how to say it, not to sound offensive. But yeah, they're typically the ones that don't have it or stay away from it.
Right. Because that's the whole thing on, like, people assume or think that lesbian couples also have like misogynistic like gender roles in the relationship of two women, that they're thinking, oh, well, there's a more dominant masculine one, and then there's a feminine wife one, who you would think, oh, this one's having the baby because they're the less masculine presenting. But at the same time, I'm a woman, I can make children. Right. So yeah, let's knock them out. Let's do this.
Let's knock them out.
Knock them out. I'm open though, for sure.
Yeah. My quote unquote mentor, I hate to say this because I knew him before he blew up. Sean T. Him and his husband had children together. had a set of twins. They both put their sperm inside of a young lady, and she ended up having twins. And they had a white child and a black child, same age. Yeah. Yeah, man. It was funny because when I met him, he wasn't so flamboyant.
Okay.
And it's like I feel like
it's like you met Lil Nas X, then he turned into
when I say this, and it's like I feel like people are starting to become their identity. Like behind closed doors, they are who they are. And it was like, if I be this person out here in these streets, I won't be accepted. And I feel like when the homosexual community became a louder voice, people was like, yes, now I'm accepted. And there's consequences if you
yeah, but I mean, but that was the whole point, is because everybody wants to feel supported, and everybody should be able to be just innately who they are. So I'm glad that people feel like they have a community that supports them if motherfuckers don't accept them. You know what I mean? Like it's 2021. You know what I mean? We have to be more open-minded moving forward and just more inclusive of everybody, because the world is rapidly changing. And I don't want people to think about how many people were in relationships back in the day just because. Like, think about all of the lesbian women who just for the sake of fitting into society had to marry a guy, or all the gay men that were with women just because it was wrong to be gay. Like, think about like that on the opposite side of the spectrum. It's like, do you really love me? Like, are you here for this relationship? Are you even attracted to me? Like, that's heavy.
Yeah. Right. And I know a lot of older lesbians, I want to say they're like 50s, 60s. And there was a time when they were in their 20s and 30s or whatever, it was not okay. So a lot of those, they're lesbians now and out and proud, but like in their 20s, 30s, they were coming up, married men, relationships with men, even though they were just like, they would say, I didn't think that I would ever be able to actually be a lesbian because of the way the world was. So they were.
Let me tell you something. I don't remember old gay people. That's how we are. Exactly. How new this is. I don't know. I never heard nobody say, I got two grandpas. And it's like, this is how new it is. And and people be like trying to like get used to it. We here. And it's like, we're not here yet, man. It was like, because there was a lot of gay people in the world, but it was like really hush.
Absolutely. And for their safety, absolutely.
Yes. So when I say people are coming out now, because I was like, the community, the allies of gay people and gay people are like, we are here. We are going to express who we are. And I think a lot of people were like closeted, being tough. And then all of a sudden it was like, we got allies. And it felt like it was like the Avengers, like, yeah, we out here now.
Yes.
Avengers assemble. You gonna see who we really are. And when I say I see my gay friends like, yo, you are really becoming who you always have been. Yeah. Because I just remember like that, you know, when people code switch when they're around.
Absolutely.
You, and then you see them online, or you see them on like they're with other gay people. You be like, this is who you was all the time.
They found their people. They done found their people.
It is like it sucks that we had to live like this. When I say we, I used to code switch a lot when it comes to white people.
Oh.
Like when I'm with my niggas and when I'm with the white people, I would definitely clean it up to say I'm not like the other ones. And then I realized, like, you know what, I'm losing myself. When I used to work tough into like production world, like MTV and them, I really became that, like, hey, I'm the token black guy and I enjoy lattes and beach walks
but exactly, you can still be who you are and still enjoy motherfucking lattes. Like,
but I didn't. I was just bandwagon.
Like I didn't like
that.
See, I understand exactly what you're saying because I think that's happened to me a lot. As far as like, would you like the code switching thing?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of times where I'm like, you know what, bro? Like, I'm not gonna be less me to make you feel more you. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a bar. That's
it
a
is.
bar.
It is what it is right now. And check this out, nigga. Like,
but I do
sometimes
say
it's
this.
just necessary. Sometimes I want to be myself, and sometimes I think it's like discernment in the situation. It depends on what you're talking about, because sometimes if I need to, like, I need you to hear me, and I need you to kind of have respect for me in a certain capacity. That might change my diction and the way that I talk to you, but I mean, and it's also like our own little language too. We're one of the only people that don't have a language. So when we're amongst each other, it's like when people are Spanish speakers and they get around other Spanish speakers and they speak Spanish.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can definitely say when I'm around a bunch of white people, my niggas are very minimal. I don't drop nigga at all, because I don't want them to feel like, oh, he's comfortable.
You don't know. Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, ain't dropping the N-word around there. Not happening.
So, but if it's like the ratio of like, is like, you know, like 3 to 1, and one white person there, like that nigga's flying. But when I'm with a bunch of white people, even though they cool, I don't even want you to even like feel like, oh, he's cool. He's gonna allow us to say it now.
Nope.
So.
Nope. Yeah, code switching is real, man. I went to, you know, just college, being in corporate America, like even now in different spaces, and it's a skill set that we have for, you know, like you said, discernment. If I need to do whatever, but at the end of the day, you're gonna get Ebony.
Right.
I don't even be going coast. I don't even be doing that no more. I'm like, nah. I'm here, my whole self, and this is who I'm showing up as. So yeah, I think that came with getting older and just whatever. But yeah, code switching is gone. I ain't done that in a minute, but it was real. Yeah. It was real.
Did you ever code switch as a lesbian?
What? Pretend to be straight?
Yes.
No.
No.
Who wants to do that?
I mean, who wants to pretend that they're not from the hood? You know you are.
But like, yeah, I never played the straight card. I never code switched.
Not to say like you try to hit on like other guys or something like that. As in like you didn't want the question to come up to say, "Are you gay?" You know, like you was kind of like you were dressing like very like normal, but like neutral. So it could be like, no.
Nah.
Because you know people
even though, so like for example, I'll dress up, I'll dress neutral or dress whatever, like I don't know terminology you want to use, but I still think that even if I'm mad girly, I'm gay as fuck. Like I don't know. It's like, yo, she look real awkward in that dress over there. Yeah. So I don't know.
That's funny.
So you know when people buy clothes that they can't afford, they're still code switching because they're appearing to be like, hey, I'm successful. I want you to believe who you think I am. So that's typically code switching because you want to have a certain appear somebody that you're not. So like I've done that a lot. So that's all
I have a funny story about code switching. So
go ahead.
One of my best friends, Tomas, so he
that name is hilarious.
Huh?
That name is hilarious. I know it's Thomas in Spanish, but it feels like it's missing something. It's
Tomas. So we go to the bank, and it was like in a really, really nice area. And so he walks in, you know, with his slides on, and like the guy in the bank in his suit is like, you know, good afternoon. He goes, what's happening? And I'm like, Tomas. I was like, you can't do that. He was like, why not? He was like, we got money. He was like, I came in here with some bread. You hear me? Why? How come I can't? And then I was like, and then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what, Tomas? you're right.
Yeah.
You go up in here and you be exactly who you are. Change the game, because at first they probably didn't think he had any money. He
Right, that's true.
came and was like, yeah, I need to open a business account, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
But that also determines how much money they can give you, though. So they decide if they give you 100,000 or 150,000.
yeah, I mean,
So
he wasn't there for a loan or anything, but I was just like, Tomas, like you're supposed to say, like if somebody says good afternoon, it's just like, you know, good afternoon. Yes, I would like some extra Grey Poupon. You know?
That's funny. Yeah. Also, with that being said, when you have money, cash money, what's the importance of credit?
Cash is king.
So imagine you like, hey, I want to buy a house. They're like, well, how's your credit? I was like, I want to buy a house. It's like, how's your credit? It's like, stack of money. Right. I want to buy a house. Right. Find me a house. And it's like, people were like, yo, you gotta get your credit right. Get your credit right. I was like, if I have the cash, what's this credit talking about?
Exactly.
But
it's not credit is important.
It's not smart. It's not smart to do
that.
Not
at all.
No.
You can get a house, but it's not smart.
Yeah.
Because the next month you be like, I'm gonna pay these goddamn bills.
Yeah, exactly.
Got this property house poor and got nothing inside the house.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, like there's a show on Netflix. I don't know what it is, and it's called somebody wants to join the conversation.
Let's go.
We're gonna see who this Luis Alvarez is. Anybody know Luis Alvarez?
I do not.
Let's see. Because they're gonna go. Let's see.
Luis.
They're joining.
This is a fake person.
They might be. They're gonna go back to the waiting room. Luis Alvarez. Anywho, as I was saying, there's a show called,
this is real? Hold up, I'm out of here. Go ahead.
Right. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe they about to, you know, in Zoom be this live stuff, you know, people be hijacking people's events.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I'm watching us on Facebook, and it's like a 5-second delay.
Oh, word. Oh, okay.
I don't have the audio, but it's funny to see how delayed we are.
Oh. Well, yeah. I don't know. They still joining. So, but yeah, there's a show called Marriage or Mortgage.
Oh, I've seen that.
Where you have to decide, a couple wants to either spend their money on.
Hey, what's up, Luis?
Gotta unmute yourself.
And come on the screen. You're gonna be here. You're gonna be here.
Hey man, we gotta see if it's a she, they, or he. Okay. What? He got hijacked, yo.
Okay.
That's hilarious. He said, "Here's my time to shine." Okay. The music.
Come on, man. Back to the waiting room you go. You're out of here. Oh, now Tyler. Now there's a note. See, this is a note.
I'm actually enjoying this now.
Want to let Tyler in?
Tyler, what's the last name?
It's just Tyler.
That's funny.
We can put that. Hey, let's try. Put that one back in the waiting room too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we about to get hijacked twice.
What's up, Tyler?
Welcome, Tyler. Here they go with the mutant in the know.
Yeah, here it comes.
Here it comes.
You all.
Welcome, Tyler. Welcome to Hood Morning America, Tyler.
I am afraid that picture's gonna pop up into somebody terrifying.
Tyler?
All right, let's kick him out.
Yeah.
Kick him out.
All right, Tyler. All right. Well, anyway, there's a show called Marriage or Mortgage. And I watch it and I'm just in the back of my mind, I want every couple to pick mortgage.
Yeah,
Get
because
this property, get this home ownership, but I'm like, you know what? I get it, shows production. They gotta, all the behind the scenes.
and some people really, really do want that wedding.
I've seen a couple that picked the wedding, and I was just like, also, what I realized and know in that episode specifically was the houses that they showed them weren't like everything they wanted. So like, cool, we get a house later. We're gonna go with this marriage. But in my mind, I'm thinking, everybody get the house.
Right.
But it's not everyone's dream. Some people want that wedding.
That's the concept of we're about to give you some money, about to give you a chunk of money.
You got to pick if you want the money to go towards your wedding or go towards a down payment for this house. Yeah,
but they
always
give you
choose the house. Unless I'm trying to.
But they give you like a super dope wedding, like your dress of your dreams and really great venue.
7-tier cake.
Yeah, discount on this, that, and the other.
Yeah. Get the reception that your people all, whatever. So
I'm trying to think why, unless somebody already has a house set up for them, like their parents was like, I'm giving you a house. This is the only reason why they would do that. I'm trying to think, there's no reason why somebody should choose marriage.
That's what I'm saying. That's
because the marriage is, honestly, the wedding is just a flex to all your friends, pretty much. Secretly, it's like
traditional things about it.
Look at me! I finally did it.
Real still, y'all can get married at the house.
You can get married at the house.
So it's a flex. It's all is like, yo, I told y'all, you didn't believe me. That's why I invited you.
That's not true.
Look how beautiful. I mean, it's
everybody. But I mean, okay. I think it means different things to different people. Like it's part of it is tradition. Part of it is, it's the flex. I mean, some people have big weddings and small weddings. Like, it's the religious.
100%. Weddings are for the people. It's for the people. Because it is a like, cause when you have a party, you invite them to your house, and you want to host. You clean up your house. You want people to say, "Wow, you have a nice house. Wow, this looks nice. This looks beautiful. Food is amazing." And
that's not why people have parties, man. We want to have a good time.
I gathered you here because me and
I want you to look at my house.
I want you to see my crown molding and my hardwood floors.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
No, I guarantee if it was a survey to say who has the most parties, broke people or rich people, people that live in apartments or one bedroom,
because they can afford it.
What I'm saying is like nobody want to invite nobody over there. Like when you have big houses, it's like I got the money for it. Let me flex. Hey everybody, come look at this. Look at this. Look what we've become. We accomplished,
bro. Because I had a whole wedding, man, and it wasn't for the people.
I guarantee.
And my wife wanted to have a party.
I guarantee. Like I remember my wedding, and I remember the people looking at me, and I was looking at them like I did it. No. I did it. It wasn't about her. It was
Well, maybe there's the start of the problem, Dion.
Facts.
No.
Maybe that was part of the problem.
That was the problem. Right.
I had a wedding to show my wife off to the world. Like,
oh, you kept her closeted?
This queen.
You kept her closeted the whole time, and this is the first time.
It was a reveal. Wedding.
What if you have like a reveal, gender
wife reveal?
A wife
reveal.
This is her.
I didn't want to let y'all see how I've been balancing these three women. I'm gonna let y'all know who the real wife is.
That's funny. Yeah. Balancing all these three women. I've been dating all of them, but here's the wife though.
This is the one that's gonna be official.
That's funny.
Do you guys ever watch those shows like Married at First Sight?
I have before, but it's like 19 seasons now. I don't know all of that, but I have watched it.
You know what? A lot of people say that it works.
What?
Like having like arranged marriages, like you really don't know the person. And then you're with them, and I don't know.
You got to be very optimistic, open-minded,
Yeah.
because chemistry is everything. You definitely got to vibe with somebody versus like fall in love with their beauty, because beauty and sex last. It helps. It lasts a while, but after a while you'll be like, so what are we gonna do in our lives? Like, what is our future looking like?
What is that? Yeah.
And now you're looking like, then like sex, like alcohol, you kind of drown your truth from it. You just kind of like, let's keep having it, so we don't have to think about the responsibilities. After a while, like.
So do you think that you could marry somebody like, you know, a really nice person and, you know, like everything you want, but you guys have bad sex?
Ooh. A perfect person with bad sex? Ooh.
Like there's just no passion there. There's just no like.
Nah, bro. Where's the passion? Where's the passion?
Like, but
that's
like,
I think that's the reward.
That you love them so much, passion.
Yeah, like just physically, there's no spark, but everything else is like, you know, she's nice, she's sweet, whatever. Like it is that you're looking for.
We had to go to commercial. I would have to. I would have to be honest with her and be like, all right, I'm gonna cut to the chase, man.
So you would tell her like,
what's your pitch?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. I would be like, our chemistry is out of this world. I love you to death. I see you in my future. This ain't it. This right. What just happened is not it. Like we either have to get some sort of sex coaching. We got to involve. We have to involve a third party. Like,
I mean, do your thing. Do your thing.
Yeah. So I couldn't lie and be like, oh, that's exactly what I want. Imagine
do the work. And like you said, do some sex therapy, do some chemistry courses. I like the work you're willing to put in.
Right. I wouldn't leave her because of that. I'll figure. And if she's like, I'm not changing. This is the best you gonna get. I'm like, all right. Because it's like imagine your girl being she went to school to be a chef, and all her food is trash. You have to be honest with her. You got to be like, all right, sweetheart.
Yes.
What are you going for? Well, I feel like
you cannot put raisins in potato salad.
We should eradicate sugar and salt from our diet. I'm like, okay, that's your angle. Okay. How can we replace it with something else, like an artificial flavor, maybe?
Stevia? Does that work for you?
Honey, please. Because like you can't, like, I know I'm not your audience, I'm not your demographic. Let's bring in some people that actually enjoy it. See how they feel about it. And now I'm like, you hear what they said? You heard them? Maybe we gotta find something else, baby, or quit.
Trash. Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of hard, to be honest with your partner about, like.
But that's what it's about.
Especially if you said you believe. Yeah, that's 100%. Especially if you already told me you believe.
These relationships are about communication.
Yeah.
Even the bad, you gotta tell them something like, my wife like, that joke wasn't funny. Oh damn! All right.
But you're definitely trying to clean it up. Like what I was trying to say is, I was trying to go in the angle of when I had said, help me out with the joke, baby. Help me out. I know it's not funny.
Go back to the drawing board. Write that again. Yeah, communication, bro. If the physical whatever is not up to par, we gotta just try some. We gotta work on it, man. We gotta. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, y'all.
Definitely.
Pushing 2 hours. Ebony is on you now. We at 2 hours now?
All right. Well,
yeah, I'm here.
I know Ebony don't like those 2 hours.
I'm cool with it. I like it. I'm cool with it.
All right, guys. And
I'm gonna have so much to pull from. I'm good for it. I'm good.
Fucking rude. Are you kidding